Sure. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Welcome to the Board of Education meeting of May 21st, 2025. Let's rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Okay, hello everyone. This afternoon we are certifying the vote from yesterday's school budget, property acquisition, capital improvement bond, and trustee election. On behalf of the Board of Education, thank you, the Pelham community, for your participation in the election. Community and voter engagement is essential to the continued success of our schools, and 2,324 residents cast ballots yesterday. Thank you for making your voices heard. We're grateful for the community's support in passing the school budget, approving the acquisition of the property adjacent to the high school, authorizing bonding for critical capital improvements across the district, including work at Siwanoy School. Special thanks to our election workers for ensuring a smooth and fair voting process. And finally, much appreciation goes to Valerie Miller, our district clerk, for her exceptional coordination and support throughout the election. Thank you. Okay. All right, we can move along. Do I have a motion to adopt the 2025-2026 budget vote and board member election results?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
I just wanted to
Yeah, if
say,
any board members and Dr. Chan.
yeah, I just really just want to echo the same thing really that Jackie said. I'm incredibly thankful to the community for their continued support and engagement. It's always, believe it or not, somewhat an enjoyable process for me to be out engaging with the community in these times, even though there's a lot of different thoughts and opinions. There's always great, thoughtful questions and a lot of what I've always enjoyed about Pelham is the civic engagement and people's really looking at what is the bigger value in how do we support the schools, because that is the reason that many people move here. I also wanted to thank the board for your engagement too, because this is not something that one person does. This was it was a team effort, and I think everyone should be proud. I know we all wish that everything had gone through, especially being as close as it was, but I think what did go through, as Jackie said, are some really critically important things that every one of us should be very proud of. The budget, of course, to keep our programs going strong every year. The house purchase, rare opportunity, and every time I drive over here now, I can't tell you how excited I am to get to move back to this campus. As much as I, like my nice office up there, being here where the kids are is where we really need to be. So thank you to the community and to the board for supporting that. And I also would just say, and I've said it to the board already this morning, we have the ability to do some incredibly important things now for the future of this district. Infrastructure is going to keep the lights on, the heat on, the water out, but that's going to keep our schools, the integrity of our buildings for decades and another generation to come. And to be able to finally make all of our schools ADA compliant is a moral imperative. It's a value of the board, it's a value of the district and inclusion that we can all be incredibly proud of. So thank you for that vision. Thank you for aiming high. You're not going to get a lot if you don't set your vision high. So thank you for having that vision. I certainly recognize that the vote was relatively closer than we're accustomed to, and I think we're going to be respectful of that fact. The exit polling that we got was really helpful in giving us some information that I think is going to be important for us to stay attuned to, and that being that the folks who did not support the projects, it was a big ask. It was a lot of money. It was a lot of taxes, and we recognize that, and that's why we gave the choices that we did, as the board has said. People want to know that the money is well spent. People want to know that we're responsive to the designs and to the neighbors. So that's our commitment. That's been our commitment all along. Our commitment will be to bring in the projects that we've promised to the community within budget, to work collaboratively and be as responsive as possible to provide the best projects to our community and to our students for decades to come. So I'm just thank you to have such a collaborative board to work with through this process. Lots to be proud of and lots to be thankful for the community.
Would anyone else?
I just want to thank Dr. Champ and her team. And I don't remember what you said, but how many nights you spent out?
I think total engagement since the start of this, 80.
80. It's a lot of engagements. So, I think I probably speak for the board when I say thank you so much for your dedication to, one, going out as many nights as you did, but on a bigger scale to the Pelham School District. You know, ever since day one, when there was a bond then, you immediately jumped in. So, you know, I'm very grateful for that, and also grateful, you know, to reiterate what Jackie said, and you said, grateful to the voters who came out. It was definitely a huge ask, and you know, when you look back at our discussions, we really debated how best to structure these propositions, and it was a difficult decision on how to do that. And while yes, I would have liked to have seen everything pass, obviously, I am thrilled that the schools are getting new boilers. It sounds, I really am, and that Siboney is going to be ADA compliant and is going to get the upgrades that it really, really needs. So thank you to everyone who came out and who voiced their opinions, and I know they were varied. And the discussions were healthy, I'll say. We had some healthy discussions around what the right answer, what everyone thought the right answer should be. And I am also grateful to live in a community that is very engaged in this process and in the schools, even when residents don't have children in the schools, right? So that I saw a lot of that this year. So hopefully that continues. So thank you, everyone.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
No, none opposed, so the results carry. Okay, do I have a motion to take a consent agenda, 2.2 to 2.5?
So moved.
Second. Okay, I'm gonna read 2.5 is a donation.
Yep.
So I'll read the donation. This is from the Pelham Education Foundation. The Pelham Union Free School District does hereby accept a monetary donation of $14,400 for grant 2509, Science of Reading Program, and that gratitude be bestowed upon its donor, the Pelham Education Foundation. And then there's an additional one from the Pelham, from the Chester Market for $1,300 to support the Hutchinson Elementary School. So thank you to Chester Market and the Pelham Education Foundation. The second donation is for $1,300. Okay? Does anyone have any comments or questions on 2.2 to 2.5? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Those carried, none opposed. Do I have a motion to take a consent agenda for 3.1 through 4.1?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Is there any new business? No? Okay, do we have communications or comments from the public? No? Okay, I can take a motion to adjourn then.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Quick.